Boom Studios gives us our first look at a new graphic novel origins, Matt Kindt in tabletop form, and a little bit more is on the shelf. Hello, and thank you for becoming a member of the collective. I'm Simon, editor-in-chief of ConstantCollectible.com, and thank you for joining us for issue 3 of On the Shelf, the podcast, where it is our mission to collect news and reviews in the world of geek culture for you to enjoy. This week on the shelf, in issue 3, we take a look at news from Boom Studios, where an all-star creative team presents a new original graphic novel about life after humans. Matt Kindt's Mind Management is now a hit board game. Vault Comics has some sad news for people in Oregon, and Image Comics is crossing over. Let's check out what's on the first shelf, shall we? Boom Studios revealed a first look at Origins, a brand new original graphic novel by Arash Amel, who does A Private War, Joseph Oxford, Me and Her, and Lee Tolan Krieger, The Age of Adeline. Acclaimed writer Clay McLeod Chapman, who did Absolute Carnage, Separation Anxiety. Illustrator Jacob Rebekla, I think that's how I say it, who did Judas, which I loved Judas. And they present a stunning view on the future of humanity's last hope may be a person who created its destruction, available in October 2020. 1,000 years after humans have gone extinct, then artificial intelligence has taken over the world. A single man is brought back to life, David Adams, the genius whose technology was responsible for the destruction of his species, and who has been given a second chance at life in order to save mankind and undo his biggest mistake. But even with the help of Chloe, the first creation, and the android that revived him, he may not be enough to regenerate the spark of humanity to stop the AI overlords who plan to eliminate the last hope for mankind. David and Chloe must embark on the greatest journey of their lives as he seeks to find redemption and discover if humanity can or should have any kind of future. Origins will be on the shelf October 14th, 2020, so stay tuned to ConstantCollectible.com for more in-depth look into the new series. Now let's check out what's on our second shelf, shall we? We head over to Off the Page Games, where Mind Management, the psychic espionage game, is a tense, paranoia-fueled game of deduction and second-guessing from off-the-page games. It is based on the New York best-selling series from Matt Kindt, and it launched on Kickstarter. And in this one-verse-many game, players act as either a secret organization, known as the Mind Management, or trying to find recruits and evade capture, or as rogue agents determined to locate and take Mind Management down. Matt Kindt explains, I was lucky enough to meet two talented award-winning game designers. They weren't just fans of Mind Management. They really got it. This isn't just a definitive board game interpretation of the comics. It's an interactive storytelling and training device. Proceed at your own risk. Matt partnered up with Jay Cormier and Sen-Foong Lim, I believe, designers of Junk Art, Belfort, and D&D Rock Paper Wizard, to make his world of espionage and paranoia come alive on the board game. We wanted to pack in as much deduction and teamwork as we could in the game. It takes less than an hour to play, says Sen-Foong Lim. And these kinds of games usually take 2 or more hours to complete. Fans of Matt Kindt and of Mind Management comic series will be, comics will be in for a real treat, as the game will come with 80 pages of new Mind Management stories, all written and illustrated by Matt Kindt. One mini comic will come in each of the 10 sealed packages, which are part of Off the Page Games is calling it the Shift system. Jay Cormier, a co-designer and also founder of Off the Page Games, explained, we're introducing the Shift system, where at the end of each game, the side that loses gets to open a package which will give them more components, cards, and rules to improve their chances the next time they play. Mind Management, the psychic espionage game, is now on the shelf over at Kickstarter and is currently sitting at a $60,000 revenue of only a $33,000 goal, and still has 23 days to go as far as today's episode, which is March the 10th. So head on over to Kickstarter, go ahead and check it out. They have a ton of pictures for you guys to look at. This one might be the one that I need to back as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, or reach out and let us know if this is something that you're going to jump on. However, let's not forget what's on the bottom shelf, shall we? We head over to Vault Comics. Vault regrettably cancels the Emerald City Comic Con 2020 appearance, but they do tease a special virtual event. Vault Comics has announced that they will not be exhibiting at Emerald City Comic Con. For fans everywhere, including those who will miss them at ECCC, Vault is working on a special virtual event that will include creators, limited edition merchandise, and special sales that will give fans a chance to talk directly to the Vault team. Vault publisher Damon Wassel. I'm sad to say that Vault won't be exhibiting at Emerald City Comic Con convention this year. It's our favorite convention and we'll miss it dearly. We look forward to returning into Seattle. Oh, I said Oregon earlier, didn't I? I apologize for that. Seattle in 2021. In lieu of exhibiting at a convention, we're organizing a virtual event to support our creative teams to engage our readers everywhere. We'll share more about that soon, and we will have more here at ConstantCollectible.com. More information on the special virtual event will be announced in the next few days. Now, they did not mention why they are not going. Many speculate probably the coronavirus and many of the conventions that are shutting down. Maybe they're being preemptive. I do not know, but as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. Let's head on over to Image Comics, where Outer Darkness and Chew crossover sells out. Fans are hungry for more and can sink their teeth into this new printing. The highly anticipated Outer Darkness Chew #1 crossover has sold out at the distributor level, and Image Comics, Skybound Comics, has fast-tracked a second printing, in order to help, of course, to combat the fandom hungry pains. Wow, we hate hunger pains. Tony Chew is a modern-day cop who gets psychic impressions from what he eats. Joshua Rigg is a 28th century starship captain who flies through the outer space filled with demons, monsters, and ghosts. Sounds like a perfect recipe for comic book crossover, doesn't it? Join the fun in Outer Darkness Chew #1. Outer Darkness Chew #1 second printing will be on the shelf at your comic book shops on Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. And that about wraps up issue #3 of On the Shelf. Our email at constantcollectible@gmail.com. We will be back next week where we'll find out what else is on the shelf. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share with friends, whatever you need to do to get that message out there. We truly appreciate it, and it helps us. You can find us on all the platforms for podcasting. Make sure you give us a like and give us that thumbs up. So keep it here at ConstantCollectible.com to keep you up to date with all the news and the reviews from a world of geek culture. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.